Once again, not pretty, but we're into round 3. Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. It is another review for another Oxford United game. Today, the U's travelled to Walsall in the second round of the FA Cup. So Oxford named an unchanged side from the side that hammered Southend 4-0 last week. The message has been clear from Carl Robinson for a while now that he wants Oxford to be in all 4 competitions by the time the 1st of December rolls around. And what are those competitions? Well, obviously the League, FA Cup, the League Cup, and the 4th one is, of course, the Champions League. Or the leasing.com trophy. Obviously we know Oxford have been in unbelievable form of late, haven't lost a game since September when they lost to Fleetwood, but again, does that count? Because they're our kryptonite. Walsall, on the other hand, have been struggling for a while now. Obviously, they got relegated from League One last season. Complete overhaul of the team by Darryl Clark, and they find themselves in 22nd place in League Two at the moment. However, they have had a recent turnaround in form, and I think they're unbeaten in their last 4 games in all competitions. So certainly not going to be no pushovers in this one, especially with both sides having the big prize of getting to the 3rd round and a potential draw against a Premier League big boy. But you would have to fancy Oxford's chances in this one. The fact that we score so many goals, we're pretty solid at the back. And I would say, just like I said for the Southend game last week, if Oxford can score early, it should be a relatively comfortable game. If not, and my God, did we leave it late. Oh, my word. This one had replay written all over it halfway through the second half. But Oxford found a way to win the game, just. And it ended up Walsall 0, Oxford United 1. So this was by no means a vintage Oxford United performance, as you can tell. They largely dominated the game, but a failure to take chances meant that Walsall just grew in belief in this game, and this game became far harder than it had any right to be. Not a lot happened in the first half. Oxford dominated a lot of the possession without creating too much. However, right at the end of the first half, Oxford thought they had taken the lead when Taylor nodded in from a Henry cross, only for it to be ruled out for offside. So it went in 0-0 at half-time, and really this was anybody's game. Straight away at the start of the second half, Oxford thought they'd taken the lead. A Ruffles header forced a brilliant save from the goalkeeper Roberts from Walsall, and an even more incredible acrobatic goal line clearance kept it at 0-0. And Walsall started to believe from this point, and they started to get chances of their own. So the game carried on as 0-0 for a long time, and as I said before, it did have replay written all over it. Despite both sides creating chances, it was really Oxford who were in the ascendancy for most of this game. But Oxford were just hoping and praying we could have one chance to win it so we didn't have to go to a replay. And finally, the goal came. Oh my God, finally the goal came. With about 7 minutes to go, James Henry, of course it's James Henry, it was either going to be him or Taylor or Fosu or Hall. Actually, it could have been any number of those people. But James Henry it was who scored the goal. It was a fantastic cross by Cadden, and my God, I hope we do keep him on in January. Found out Henry in the box, and he just prodded it past the goalkeeper. On the balance of play, Oxford deserved it. Walsall will say that is unlucky to concede so late on in the game after putting such a good shift in. Despite a bit of pressure, Oxford did grind this one out, folks. A 1-0 win. It just proves that we have got the winning mentality, and it also proves we are pretty good at the back. Another clean sheet for the boys. That'll do us in good stead in the fixtures coming up. So Oxford move on to round 3 of the FA Cup, where all the big boys come into play. And let's hope we do get a Man United, a Man City to play them again, a Liverpool. But more than likely we're probably going to get a non-league side or a League One side away from home again. So enjoy it, Oxford fans. The good run continues. We have managed to stay in all 4 competitions. Well done to Carl Robinson and the boys. Long may this good run of form continue. And that will do it for another review. Another good win for Oxford United. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please give it a like. That'll help us out so much. And think about subscribing to the channel. We're hoping to get 1,000 subs before Christmas rolls around. We're currently on the 900 mark, so please subscribe, and thank you to all those that already have. Please leave a comment down below as well. Really interested to know who you want in round 3 of the FA Cup. And that will do it, and I'll be back very soon for another review. And remember, if you're looking for detailed football analysis, you're probably in the wrong place.